Hello and welcome to another Kia Electric News episode. First up, the US software update has come out for the EV6 now, as I reported during the week. Technically Jeff has done a review video of the update, and you can see that it's got the new updated audio levels, which help to improve the sound quality of the Meridian. And it's also got the percentage state of charge and lots of other fixes and updates. Some of the fixes and some of the updates that they've got in the American version were already in the EU version, like you can see the state of whether a charger was in use or not, and the trailer menu was already in there. But the rest of it I'm looking forward to getting. I'll put a link to Jeff's video up there. And as for when we'll get the EU version, I have to go back and look through the history of my video to see when the other years from 2022 and 2023 came out. Now 2022, it came out the end of November, was taken back down and released a week later in the first week of December. 2022, I think that there were several roll-in updates to fix other issues through October. I think probably the correct date it's meant to come out is the end of November, so my money's on the end of November for this to come out. So we will see what we get. Kia in the US has announced the MY24 pricing and some new trim levels, and they've also confirmed the changes to the MY24, and it's exactly what I've discovered by my inquiries. That is the charging light in the charge port and the dimple on the charge flap door. So those are the only two changes that I know of for the MY24. As for what is in the new price list, the most notable feature of this update is you've got a light long-range rear-wheel drive for $45,950. That's just pegged above the 58 kilowatts light rear-wheel drive at $42,600. As I always say, all the links for all these stories will be in the description, so go hunt them down there if you want all the full details. The next story is about the new Kia EV3 concept. Various sources are saying that it could come as early as maybe April next year for its launch, and will be released before the end of 2024. So you'll be able to buy one, and the concept is closer to production than we actually thought it was. Fingers crossed it's a 30 grand car, and that would be nice to have. The Korean car blog has got a rendering of the EV4 as it might look, but we already know what it looks like. But I think basically this image has got, they've taken the EV9's lights and sort of pegged it onto what's already there. So they're also saying that could be launched before the end of 2024, so it's coming before we even thought it would. So you'll probably be able to buy that in early 2025, I would guess, according to the rumours. Kia story. Kia introduces a seamless EV charging technology, plug-and-charge. This has been talked about before, but there was an updated press release at the end of September that I missed, and it will start with the EV9 because that's had the technology built in and can be upgraded. And this seems to be in cooperation with Ionity and RLBP. I think if you've got a Kia charge card and it recognises you when you plug it in, it'll just take it straight off the charge card without any other RFIDs or any other fiddling or faffing. Anyway, it'd be nice to finally get that and see how it works. But I don't think they'll be upgrading our older vehicles to allow them to do it. So we've probably got to wait until the facelifted EV6 before we see anything like that. Hyundai Motor Group has brought out a new version of their Digital Key 2. It's now the Digital Key 2. This was previously available on the Genesis GV60, and it's also a feature of the new Kia EV9. The Kia EV9 has got lots of the new technology that they're showcasing, and it's got stuff that will end up being in all of the cars moving forward. So it's good to watch my video, which is up there, that I put out during the week. I might walk around and look at all the technology it's got, if you haven't seen it. Basically the problem with the old version of Digital Key was it would only run on an iPhone, and now they're expanding support so it runs on various Android models, and they're bringing it out on other Android models to make it more widely available. So a digital key that allows you to just walk up and do an RFID to open the car door. Or I don't know the full details, but it's a useful feature. Kia UK is set to open a new state-of-the-art training academy at Derby. Now this is very welcome because this trains up the technicians and mechanics who work at all of the dealerships and also the internal staff, and would help stop my issue that lasted a whole year where my active sound design module was left disconnected because nobody knew about it. Now, it was just a lack of technical knowledge that deprived me and made me run around the Wrekin for a whole year. So this is most welcome. So fingers crossed to getting better trained and more trained technical staff so they know more about these electric cars and the whole of the Kia range. And finally, Gary Buck, who you may know from his EV6 News website and frequent news posts on various forums and Facebook groups, has now produced a worldwide EV6 survey. So he did one for Australia before, and that was presented to the CEO of Kia Australia. Now he's added more questions like how many ICCU failures or headlamp failures, and it's now available for us all to do throughout the world. You can pick your country and region. It will tell us how often the ICCUs are failing and the headlamps are failing and whatever you want to pick from the survey. It takes just 2 or 3 minutes to run through the survey, and you've got the option of having the results emailed to you when it's finished. The more people who do this, the more accurate the survey will be. So if you could just take a few minutes, I'm sure that will help the whole EV6 community to see what's happening with these cars. You can either get the results emailed to you, or you can wait till I present them, I guess, when I get the results. So as Gary puts it, I own an all-wheel drive GT line EV6 in Melbourne, Australia. Some time back I ran a survey Australian and New Zealand EV6 owners, and it produced some very interesting reading. I shared the results with the CEO of Kia Australia. He appreciated the efforts and said he found it very useful. As we hear of ICCU failures, headlight issues and the like, I thought it would be good to have some factual based information. I'd really appreciate you completing this survey. It only takes a few minutes. I'll share the results with people who are happy to share their email addresses. And as I say, I will share it once I have it in a news episode. Anyway, as always, thank you for watching.